Welcome back. It's the Festival of Dreams. We're having a great time. We're talking magnesium now. Yes, the magnesium cream, magnesium therapy. Sandy's here. Pete, the husband. Pete is the cook in the kitchen. We'll get to him in a minute. I feel like we're doing one of those advertorials on the morning show. But magnesium has so many healing powers.
Exactly, because it's the master mineral electrolyte and it's the one you lose under stress. So guess what we're mostly deficient in today?
Magnesium.
Exactly.
Now, in the old days, maybe 30, 40 years ago, would people go to the beach a lot more than they do now, and would the magnesium from the sea counterbalance that or not really?
Well, yes, the skin is uniquely designed. Well, some people might argue with that, but I think it's designed.
Like an osmosis?
Yes, it's able, you know, when you sweat, you're sweating out your electrolytes.
Yes.
You can taste the salts in the sweat.
Yes.
So stuff comes out because the skin is a membrane.
Yes.
And those same channels can absorb electrolytes back in the dissolved ionic form, which is in the ocean.
Yes.
So when you go swimming in the sea,
Yep.
your skin is able to draw in those electrolytes, particularly magnesium, because we need a lot of it. And after swimming, you feel a buzz, you feel electric, you feel like
Yes.
happy and excited and full of energy.
Endorphins are flowing?
Yes, because the electrolytes are getting through into the body and everything's flowing like it should. You get more electron flow. That's your
Yes.
bioelectricity.
Now tell me, magnesium, I've seen it in tablet form, and I've also had injections in the past for magnesium, which is quite evasive. This wonderful product range that you've got is not evasive. How does it work?
No, invasive procedures are things that push something into the body.
Yeah.
Now, if someone has a very severe magnesium deficiency and they go into cardiac arrest, because I don't know if you know this, but the left ventricle of the heart has more magnesium receptors than any other muscle in the body.
Right.
And so primarily the body needs a lot of magnesium for the heart, for heart rhythm, for pumping of the blood. And when we deplete the body of magnesium, such as if an athlete goes into a big marathon with a low magnesium status and they push their body so hard they use up everything and the heart goes into spasms,
Yes.
like a cramp or a muscle spasm.
Yes.
It's a heart attack. If the paramedics get there fast enough and they inject magnesium chloride into the bloodstream, it relaxes the heart muscle without damage to the heart, and the heart can recover because what's missing is the magnesium, so they're putting it back very fast. But if you inject the magnesium and you don't need that much magnesium in one go, you can actually overload the body system with too much magnesium, which makes everything very slow.
Right.
However, when you're absorbing passively, you're not pushing anything into the body, you're absorbing through the skin, where the body is always in control.
Yes.
So we're using the skin only as a reservoir, like a
Yes.
dinner plate or a smorgasbord,
Yes.
and the body chooses what it takes on board. That's a much better way. Even orally, if you take too much magnesium, the gut wall can only absorb a certain low concentration, such as what we might get in mineral water or foods.
Yes.
But if you put a high concentration through the gut, it shoots out the back end into the
Yes.
toilet.
Yes, which isn't a good thing, especially if you spend a lot of money on it all.
That's
Now, what can we use magnesium for, and what is it good for? Healing funguses. I notice over here you've got like dermatitis and eczema.
Yes.
What do you normally use it for?
So people will notice if they do have skin disorders like dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, any dry, itchy skin conditions, rashes, they flare up when you have a lot of stress.
Yes.
Because stress consumes and uses up magnesium, so that causes those conditions to flare up. And why we have those is that usually it's a sign the liver is overloaded. So there's a chain reaction that happens. As you get lower and lower in magnesium, the body accumulates too many toxins and waste products that can't be eliminated very well. Suddenly the liver then gets overloaded, it can't process the toxins and waste like it should, and starts to spill out through the skin. The skin is another organ of excretion, and those toxic elements then cause the pH to change. The skin gets very thin, we don't produce as much collagen without enough magnesium, and so pathogens then start to move in, such as the bad bacteria, fungus, make a home, because the bugs are sent by nature to dissolve us and recycle us back into the environment.
Yes.
You don't want to have that happen while you're still alive and functioning.
No.
So you want to keep your pH levels at a normal level.
Yep.
And not become too acidic or polluted. You want the rivers in your body, your bloodstream, to flow fluidly without high blood pressure. Or magnesium helps all of that to improve, and also your excretion and waste elimination systems improve when you have plenty of water and magnesium coming together.
So we wake up in the morning, we have a shower, we get ready for work. What do you suggest we do to keep magnesium in our body? What are some of the things that treatments we need to do?
You can eat magnesium foods which don't give you all the magnesium you need, but they lift the level of overall magnesium, such as coconuts, raw cacao. So you've heard that's good for you. It's a powerful antioxidant.
Do pistachios have magnesium? No.
Yes, nuts have some magnesium, but you need to eat too much of them to replace what you lose under stress.
Yeah.
So a little bit just adds to the overall total.
Yes.
And seaweed is high in magnesium, but again, you can't eat that much.
No.
So just a little bit of those extra foods in the diet and the mineral drinking water, so you can get...
So you buy one of these?
Yes, magnesium chloride food grade. Make sure that it's the food grade one that's tested in Australia.
Yes.
And you put a little pinch, 3 or 5 flakes in your litre of filtered water.
That's all?
That's all you need.
My goodness.
Just like a pinch you put on your food.
A bit of salt, like you'd put a bit of salt.
So this doesn't have the sodium in it anymore, but it's all the other sea trace minerals.
How wonderful.
Boron, silica, strontium, iron, calcium, potassium, everything's still in there.
Yes.
Wrapped up with a magnesium chloride, just the way nature intended.
Yes.
It's not made in a laboratory, there's no fillers.
No.
Once it's dissolved, it's easily taken up by the cells with no further digestion required. And that's the beauty of it. We're not overloading the digestive system.
Yes.
The skin is in control. We're taking it up transdermally. You get beautiful soft skin.
Yeah.
If you do foot soaking, you don't get the cracked heels, and it's very calming and relaxing before bed, gives you a great night's sleep. So you can use many methods to absorb magnesium through the skin. The magnesium moisturising cream, we don't put any chemicals in any of the products, no synthetics.
And so you use that as a day cream?
Yes.
Yep.
So you can replace your other moisturiser with this one, and it also becomes a magnesium supplement as well.
As well, because it's going into the body.
And a great massage cream.
Yes.
Gets rid of cramps, twitches, restless legs.
Yep.
All of these symptoms are magnesium deficiency symptoms. So all we're doing is putting what's missing in the body back as a food.
Yes.
And the skin is an organ, so it's consuming those nutrients like food, except we're not digesting it in the stomach.
Well, I tell you what, there's so much to learn about all this, but you've done all the research. That's the great thing. So the call to action really is to get some magnesium into your diet. Peter does all the cooking in the kitchen. You never get into the kitchen, Sandy. He's the cook. He comes up with the harebrained ideas.
I leave it to
Leave it to him. What's the best way that we can get in contact with you? And of course, people can also email you to find out what would be best for them as well.
Yes, if you look up our website, electramagnesium.com.au, so that's with a K, Elektra, magnesium.com.au. That has lots of videos, information. We have an FAQ page on each of the different categories of magnesium. So you can order online, or you can have a look at retailers that sell for us, such as health clinics, naturopaths, chiropractors, physios, and the health food shops as well. Some pharmacies have it, not all, but if you want to...
What's that Pete's holding up? Is that for the Melbourne Cup?
We also supply bulk magnesium to the horse industry because it's a really good feed supplement.
So animals should have magnesium as well? Really?
It calms the horses down so they're not so easily...
So if you've got a little dog at home, should you put a couple of little flakes of that in their water?
Flakes in the water is very good for animals because we're all in the same environment.
Yes.
All of us are magnesium deficient.
There you go. Never realised that.
And we can help our animals, our pets, horses. Horses are a great guide because they have a sensitive digestive system and they respond very well to the magnesium chloride as a feed supplement. No placebo with horses. They don't need to believe it, it works.
It works,
And it helps them recover also from horse diabetes and laminitis, which is hoof disease. And there's a special website put together by a horse therapist that's been using our flakes since 2009 called Pauline Moore, and her website is gravelproofhoof.org for anyone who has horses. She has all the case studies and x-rays and before and after and lots of horse information.
Well, Sandy, thank you very much for your time. So you can giddy up into the website right now. Yes, giddy up. Do you like that play on words? And get yourself some magnesium today. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
There you go.